Welcome, guys. Welcome. Well, the purpose of this live is just to see that how BTC forms, and probably we can have some scalps. Mana lost the levels. I think I'm expecting Mana to sweep these lows. I mean, this looks more logical. BTC. I mean, USD dominance also. Trader sent me a chart. Looks to me like we most likely be doing A, B, and C. Maybe like WXY for some sorts of a move here. We just made high, so this can be irregular expanded flat as well. Honestly, if I had to tell you, but um let's say, I mean, if I have to say that, just uh the bleed should start. We should be rejecting 4.7. I think we are currently at a very nice position on the BTC. Honestly, in my opinion, should bounce. If we are literally doing 1 2 and should hold these levels now, we should not be going anything under 39k. It's a very high probable long. My average entry on this BTC long is 39071. And just in case if it goes down to 39,030, I just had a nice order as a 3930 just in case of a week, but did not fill actually on the Bybit. So let's see. I just wanted to have a proper average of 3937, but it's okay. You can't get everything. The USD dominance bouncing is absolutely telling me one thing, is that the alts are looking a little bit weaker than BTC at the moment. Kava, as I mentioned over the live in the morning, this is a very nice. It stopped actually, and I think that this is a very nice level for short. I mentioned in the morning as well. I took a small scalp on the Kava in the morning, shorted around these levels. Already booked profits because I long BTC, so I think that Kava might just go for a retest, even if like 5.4 or something. Maybe you can go for 5.7 as well, like what Ape did. So I'm not betting much shorts at the moment. Ape, as I discussed in the morning, I think it's looked for a reversal. Now, if you look at this move here, and on the 15-minute chart, it's like a 14% move. Now, if you look at this move, it's like 1 2 3, maybe like A B C, and then like A B C B, and then it's like A, maybe 1 2 3 4. I mean, we can just get some sort of a nice sweep of the lows, maybe, or even can go to 20.9, but it can even bounce from literally from here itself. So anything, if it gives me a retracement like this, would be like for me a bounce. I mean, any weak inside, and I would be definitely giving a long call on the Ape. But right now I just don't want to give a long call at these levels. AXS pretty much just lost the levels of 37, but under 37, as I mentioned, we have a big levels at 35, and I think 35 will definitely hold, is what I'm seeing so far. Anything under 35 is a goblin town, maybe. But let's say USD dominance is something I'm seeing some sort of a like this of a move. So looking for some scalps. Alice, I'm still holding, guys. Alice is really the spot is up by a lot. CHR, the spot is really up. Like Alice, if you see, I'm holding my spot bags, have not yet booked the profits. It just went really nice. It was a very nice inverse head and shoulder as well, a small one. And from our buys from these levels, it's like 16, it went 16% up. Currently it is 10% up. Similarly, CHR also 15 to 16% up. Looking to this kind of a sell-off that we are having it, on the 1 hour chart. On the Alice, I'm being a little bit skeptical. This can be wave 2 as well, or maybe like 1 2 3 A B C 4, and it's like 1 2 3 4 and 5, maybe testing the levels of 7.14. So I think this is a very tough resistance for Alice to break. Once we break, and Valhalla. So I think right now we are testing the neckline, flipping this as a support, which is a good thing. 6.36 is a very nice support for now. Looking to CHR as well. So far I'm looking for some scalps for maybe like for our challenge. So this is 5 waves done on the CHR. It's like a 1 2 3 4 and 5. So 5 waves are done, and most probably you're going to see retracement towards like A, B, and something like this, C. So practically you want to see that CHR, this OB, we have a very nice OB here, like order block. And also now let's see, do we have more confluence for our retracement targets on the CHR? The golden pocket zone also lies in the OB. I mean, it's a very, I mean, coincidence actually. Of course, I didn't know that the golden pocket was here. It's a very nice coincidence. So basically, I'll be looking to bid on the futures, maybe CHR somewhere around 39 cents, and with the stops under 0.886, just in case. If you go for the full retracement, that would be 37.3. I mean, but the golden pocket makes sense honestly for a long. I will look at 796 as a very nice levels as well. So you have two OB. First OB is here. You have a fair value gap as well. So basically we might just go for a fair value gap. If you just want to go for 39 cents, then I think this is where the fair value gap would be. So basically we might just go 30 at 3. So how do you want to see CHR plays out? You will want to see CHR does something like this. So let me tell you something. So you go down like this, small pump like this, okay, and a bounce like this. That would be like AWXY and pump. So we're going to long here maybe, and we hedge it here again, come back down, close the hedge, re-long again, or add more positions with the stops under these levels, and maybe targeting like 53 to 54 cents. CHR looks amazing. I'm just gonna add some what do you say, the alarms, just in case, alerts for move. So let's see, BTC right now, it's a very crucial levels, ladies and gentlemen. You might see that, honestly, if I have to tell you, yesterday, what did I mention that yesterday when I mentioned that 39.9 to $40,300 or $40,200 is the levels where we should short. Even I mentioned the red box, if you know it. So basically it's like, I think honestly, if I have to say that this was a very nice short scalp, if anybody would have taken, but personally I did not play it because after the stops I normally don't play. So it's like a 3% move down so far. It was a very nice move down by the BTC guys. So a very nice move. Now I'm expecting it to just have a move upside. If we are literally bullish, it's like A, B, and we're going for wave C. So that would also confirm our bullish bearish count for BTC, that we might not go to the levels of 35.5 from these levels directly, but we just have a small squeeze up, wrecked everyone, and then down. So that would be very nice as well, because a lot of people, I am saying that let me just open a coin glass as well. Longs versus shorts, 24 hours. Currently, the longs versus short ratio is almost 1.0 through negligible. Since yesterday, everybody was short. The ratio was almost negative since like 22nd April. So, and now it's suddenly turning slight positive, which is a very good thing as well, of course. Right now at these levels, I would say if you look at the 4 hours, or maybe even look at so basically it's like 51.5% positions are having a short positions on the BTC at these levels, and 48.3% are long. So practically it also tells that mostly people are looking that we might break and we might just dump hard. And the biggest shorts are there on the Kraken with 60% positions. It's a 4 hours chart we are watching. It's on my other screen. If you look at even 12 hours, 51% are short. 24 hours is like 50% people are longs, and 49.57% is shorts. So practically it's like it's in the middle actually if you look at the daily, but the lower than time frames tells that people are building short positions on these levels. So practically they are shorting BTC and they are expecting it to just dump. Even we can short it here, but the short was not here. The short was the top $40,200, $40,300 levels. It was not here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see how things plays. I mean, we might just looking at the USD dominance, the way it is pumping, it clearly tells me that, and the BTC is holding, it clearly tells me the money is rotating from ALS to BTC at these levels, which also tells us that if literally BTC nukes from here, ALS are literally going to get wrecked. They won't even hold the levels. So playing ALS right now is very risky. Whatever you want to play, just only play what I say. Whatever you want to play, just play BTC. Let's see. I'm just going to be on doing the live stream till I UNFI CHR. Let me just set UNFI perhaps. Wow, what a nice accumulation UNFI is into. Very nice. I mean, look at the accumulation. It's like very nice, and the small range is forming here. Normally what happens is when this such kind of a pump happens and then accumulates, normally this is how it plays actually. So normally people would be expecting UNFI to play like this, but what happens is when it just go fake out maybe and then pump like this, or it can just have a fake breakup and then dump like this, like A, B, and C. So UNFI is looking very juicy, can do anything. A fake breakdown and pump would be nice. Also, I would say that I'm playing with a very small size because we are having a monthly close. The volatility is going to have be high. Just be cautious, when we are playing with this big volatility. Also, it's having a very nice toe tap, but then it is like a rising wedge. You see ABC here, and then it's like A, B, and maybe like C. This accumulation is good. As I don't have the wave count. Maybe like this is 1 A, B, C, and then again dump. 1 A, B, C, A, B. Can do anything actually. It can even dump from here. Normally these kind of an accumulation, because we have not yet took the liquidity on the upside, like here, we have took liquidity on the downside like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I think any scenario, what you can do is it's tough actually. It will be tough to say what exactly or where exactly it's going to break out. Do we have any sort of a divergence? Bearish divergence is playing out on the lower term time frame. Support. Don't have any support at the moment. It's like 3.9. The RSI on the M15 is almost at the lows. It's having a very nice bullish divergence on M15. RSI made lower lows. Price is still making higher highs. Lower higher lows. You see the divergence. CCI OBV is bullish. In fact, even MACD, Storch, and OBV are bullish. So we are having a very nice bullish divergence. We can just maybe squeeze down to 39k or maybe 30 at 983. Let's see if we hold these levels. If we hold these levels would be great, in my opinion. My risk is $30 on your BTC long. My risk is $500. I'm playing very small on this. The $500 can be very nice. Let's see. Because I made a nice money on Kava short. This one, I took profits almost at 5.23 on the Binance. If I'm not yet long. In the morning when we were here, actually, if you remember, I mentioned that we should be looking for fifth wave. And I think the way it is looking, honestly, if I have to tell you, let's say if you want to hedge, the hedge is we short cape at $25, 25, 25.3. with a very tight stop loss. And maybe if this has, if it is really bearish and lets the top is in, it should be rejecting here, and then it should be taking the lows, maybe even testing the levels of these. So practically, the risk reward is amazing on this short, but it will be with a confirmation actually, not like just blindly shorting. BGC coming to my entry again, 39071. And it went blue past to my entry, holding it so far. I hope just it makes like just hold the levels of 3930. That was a very nice move by the BTC. I just bought, added some exposure, the Binance as well. Any long entry, any long entry. If you're asking any long entry, any long entry, it's like we are already long on the BTC, my friend. What more long you want? You don't need to play 10 alts or 10 setups. Only one is enough. Play with the one, make it, go home, enjoy. I mean, this is what I think actually. BTC and the USD dominance is AB. Yes, if this is the C, then it should be USD dominance from should be dumping very soon. Just need to go up to the 4.7 levels, and that would be the deciding factor. Pump to 50 and then dump. That will delay the pump, even the bull run, because you know the next halving is in 2020. Is it in 2024? Yes. So we need to have the small bear market in between to wreck everyone. So yeah. Come on, BTC, push at the price, please. ABCW, a small x, ABCY. So it's like W, X, and Y something. ABC, ABC. See? See? ABC. You see? ABC. This 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. For the ABC. ABC as well. So let's see. It's going to be slightly tough, but of course it's a very nice move. And the most probable, you see, I'm in Kava, it's already over. RSI is literally oversold. You can expect some sort of retracement, maybe even squeeze down and then small push to 5.4, 5.45. Would be great. The M15 on the BTC looks great. Even the H1. Look at the H1, you'll get a very nice bullish divergence on the RSI. Just watch it. You see? RSI, lower lows and higher highs. Look at the divergence. You have CCI and momentum bullish. Very nice. The price, the way it is holding here, I think we should be reversing actually. But let's see. OBV is still flat, but OBV is at support right now. So this is going to be our support, 191.4 or 191.5. So OBV should be holding it. Let's see how this candle closes in next 24 minutes. Pump it. Pump it. I won't speak anything about pump it or dump it, but let's see how the setup plays out. Let's check it on the Ethereum as well. UNFI. UNFI looks great actually, honestly, because when I have seen in my trading career, when these kind of an accumulation happens, two things happens over here. This is like in some sort of a nice accumulation, and a choppy WXY move happens, and people start longing all the, you see the way people are longing here, a lot of liquidity. We just smash the liquidity and then we pump. Basically it's like a B and C, something like this. It's like this is how normally it plays out if we are bullish. If we are bearish, normally what happens is we go up, take the liquidity, and then further dump down. So something like this. So but I would like to see UNFI goes down to levels of 4.34, even 4.3, and then push up like this. That would be awesome. So that's the reason I'm just going to keep UNFI chart here. USD dominance very near to mostly topping out. Anything above 4.7 and we might, I'm literally going to exit my BTC longs. BTC. So what we're talking about, Ethereum basically perhaps. Perhaps Ethereum on the M15 looks great. It's a very similar move on the ETH as well. It's like, it's looking great for a move upside. But if this is 1, A, B, C, 2, and this whole move down is A, B, and if this is A, B, C, B, and then you're going to have C, then it's going to be like, this is going to be tough resistance for Ethereum to break for 3050. I mean, this kind of a move is like a bat. When you know, like, have you watched Batman movie? Have you watched Batman? Put the bat over here. It's a perfect bat. You see? The Batman. It's a goblin bat. Ooh, bat. So that's like a perfect bat and a perfect example of a harmonic where the volume is rising, and the price is also rising, which means that there is likely the big move is coming on. The upside on the ETH will be to 3050 and can even take these highs as well. But what kind of a move would it be if it just comes from here? I'm not sure. Because it's like this is 1, 2, 3, let's say a maybe like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Basically this is 3, 4, and this is 5. And right now what we are doing is A, B, and we're going for C. So probably this is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the one what we were watching is here. So it's like this. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So practically it's like 1, 2, 3 should be here. The volume is high, so yeah. 4, 5. That's gonna be 3, 4, and it's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like a 5. So basically it's gonna be like 3, 4, 5. So you have a 5 waves down. So practically this 5 waves down on the Ethereum suggests this is like a big wave 1, and A, B, and for C, the retest of 3180 is a very likelihood. And after that, you can see some sort of a downside move on the ETH. But this wave 1 is very, very big. If we do hold the levels, right? If we just lost the levels, then I think this is not wave 1 then. But so far, this is how it looks like. And for it to just confirm, BTC needs to hold the levels as I mentioned. Even Ethereum needs to hold the levels of 2854. Because you look at it, these guys, this whole move is like an irregular expanded flat. A very nice irregular expanded flat with the volume coming in. Either this is going to be like A, B, and this is C. So C is in and we are dumping. We start at the big dump to the new lows, or what I'm seeing is this is A, B, this is just wave 1, 2, if we do hold the levels of 2855, 3, 4, and 5 will be somewhere around this. I add more capital. No, I DCA in the sense I put, let's say for example, let's say I have already risked $500 in this long. What I'm gonna do is as and when the price goes very near to the stop loss, the risk reward gets very, very attractive. So it makes sense whatever the positions you add when it goes near to the stop loss, it's like the whatever the amount you're going to add, that's going to give you more returns. So practically what I do is, let's say if the price by any means goes to 39.30, 39.20, or even 39K, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add more. The risk would be very minimal, but the reward would be amazing actually. I got filled for one of my, see, and we are now forming a very nice, looks like this is a support, and if really we need to bounce, then we should hold actually for the scalp actually. Let's see. USDT dominance 4.68, 4.71 would be the end limit for USDT dominance. Come on, hold it here, man. The funding is positive. Short signal for BTC at these levels. It's natural. Everybody would short here. It's very, very natural. Because the way, the price action looks like, the structure is, of course, on the lower time frame is bearish. It's just that I think that this can be a wave 2 and the irregular expanded flat. The worst case is if it literally goes for, okay, guys, I think the stop loss hit. Let me just check on the Bybit. Not yet, because of the mark. I'm saved so far. Even on Binance, not yet hit. One thing is for sure, I think the structure is broken. So this is not 1-2. Or maybe even if, because no, this can't be 1-2 actually. The structure is broken now. Because look at this, a 1, 2, 3, a, let's say 1, 2, 3, a, b, c, 4, and 5. So practically this is the wave 5. Then this would be your wave A here, and it's gonna be like A, B, and C. So it's gonna go do for irregular expanded flat over here for wave B, take all the liquidity downside and then push up, something like this. Have mark on the stop loss. No, I think it did not. If you have set mark, it would have not hit. I also have the stop loss. It is not hit. The trade is still running. It will only hit when the mark price sets comes to around 39,887. When it happens, then yes, we are going to be out of this long. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth wave we were talking about. So in an irregular expanded flat kind of a structure, it's like this is very tricky actually. A, B, and C. B, maybe this whole one is 5, A, B, and C. So this is 5, A, B, and C on the Lewis time frame. It's like an irregular expanded flat like this. A, B, and C. C should be 5 waves. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you would have kept the stop loss as limit, then I think it would have definitely hit or even last. Because normally what happens is when you keep the stop loss as last, as soon as the price goes to the last price, turns out to be 30, your stop loss price, then it hits. It automatically triggers a market order. But if you had the mark price, as soon as on the open orders, whatever the open orders, unless and until you get a sell open order at 38,009 or 38,887 or 38,869, it won't hit. Now it is stopped out. Let me update. It is stopped out now, fortunately. L is literally BTC scalp stop for me for 0.5%. So now I'm out of the scalp. So now the situation changes. It's not like A, B, and C, or maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this clearly can be anything. It can be B. You see the levels. It's very tricky over here actually. 2, 3, A, 4, A, B, C, 4, and 5. This can be A, irregular expanded flat. This has to be irregular expanded flat. Then it should hold the levels. 38,300 would be the invalidation levels. Then, if it is irregular expanded flat. Right now, you can see the volume is kicking in. A lot of liquidations might happen. So it should have went to 25. Okay. 432 is not good, but it's not bad as well. And 886 would be here. 886 would be here as well. Let's see if it holds the levels. I mean, ape $21 if it can hold that actually. Bloody BTC. It's too choppy. Too choppy. You're still holding the shorts from here. USD dominance reached the golden pocket zone. Basically, it's like a minimum retracement targets. And if we do reject from here, I think now it's like a BTC might go for irregular expanded flat. And if we reject, I think then USD dominance do something like this. So I think I'm going to add some position on the BTC long here. It's okay. With a clear invalidation of 30 at 300. So I'm just going to add more. Let's see. I know it's like, but I'm playing the USD dominance. It's 5.71% to 5.72 is practically the retracement target for W, X, or maybe A, B, and C. And if that is the case, if like when we're like 1, 2, if this is wave 2, then it's like 3, 4, and 5, and we go to the levels of 5, 4.31%, gives a mini all season or mini pump across the board. Actually, that would be awesome. Practically at these levels, many will be getting out of the positions actually. A lot of stocks might got hit. $40 to $400 would be a very nice levels for. So USD dominance is a bigger resistance, guys. SPX, I think it's a pre-market, so we need to wait actually. SPX would be the pre-market, I think. We just have to wait. SPX, I expect to maybe have one more week down for wave B and then up. Today, SPX needs to close above 4,301. Let's see if bulls literally have that gas to close above. Because the white line, what you're watching, 4,300, it's a monthly levels. We need to close above these levels. Well, if it fails to, alas. Considering this is like, ABC, or maybe like 1, 2, 3, a small wave down to 4,253 and then up would be great. So SPX might open with a dump like this, like this, and pumps like this, forming a nice inverse head and shoulder, and just pumps. SPX shall open with a small dump actually, very small, like a 0.8 to 0.9% max. If we are literally doing irregular expanded flat for wave B, then I think we should not be going anything under 38,313. That is a clear invalidation for the flat, expanded flat. Because what happens when these kind of a move happens, you see the volume is pretty much low on this dump. Maybe the rug might really, rug might happen only if we lose these levels. Class rug, we just go down like this. It's a rug. It also means that SPX won't do inverse head and shoulder. This whole move up was your A, B, and C, and rug like this. Whatever the scalps you take it, of course, it's going to be your low capital scalps. Right now, things are pretty much, choppy. Good that we just sold off Link and Kava. Both Link and Mana. Both are not holding the levels, you see. Link is at like a 0.886 Fibonacci levels, the last levels of defense. And don't hold, then I think it's just going to have Goblin Town. Someone, I think Udin sent me $5 or Rhoda sent me $5. Chart for the link. AXS. Okay. This is a very important chart for me. Very, very important. If you get this dump, Valhalla, the pump is going to be amazing across the board. Like you see, minimum 9 to 10% pump. It's going to be nice Valhalla. If we get this move on, the BTC, it's going to be very nice. Does anybody have a chart where the user dominance literally comes from here? User dominance is at a very nice levels, guys. I expect a rejection from here at least. Give me that rejection, please. Uh, all my orders are ready. In fact, I have made a nice plan as well. I mean, if you just want it, it's a it's like a very clean plan path. I mean, if you just lose these levels, I think monthly is going to be very crazy actually. These are going Goblin Town really slow dump it was, yeah. Mana. Goblin Town. Mana is going to Goblin Town, my friend. USDT dominance is at resistance 4.71%. If we reject here, We shall see 4.31%. This can be very nice play. Guys, what do you think? I don't know, somehow this harmonic looks very nice, but I still have no confluence. I really have no wave count for it. The only wave count that I have it is this can be, it's like pretty much looking great, honestly, if you ask me. Almost lost my all money. How did you lost all your money? On your shittest trades, literally? Then I doubt how are you using your risk management. Where were you when we literally played app long? We shorted app first. We also took KNC, Kava shorts, scalps. One stop loss hit, that doesn't mean that you lose everything. It never has to be like this, my friend. Never. Someone did DM me on Twitter as well. Someone did DM me on Luna short, yeah, 118.5. That was a Pico top. We literally went down to 84. Luna, we shorted. I mean, lot of tops we catched. Lot of. We short like anything. It's just that Ape, we also took one short on Ape at 19.5, if you remember, down by almost 11%. We long 19.7, 17.7, and we took 19.8 profits, like almost 10.8%. And we stopped out for like just 4%, and we are crying. Then I think I'm not sure what exactly we are doing actually. Anyways, for example, this BTC long, we know that we are playing scalp. I know the stop loss is just 0.5%. Now, if you are putting like 50k on this long, of course, I mean, I don't know what to say. 50k you want to put it on the swings. That 50k is going to make you like minimum 300 to 400k on the swings. That's how I make money. By swings, not by scalps. I wait for a perfect setup to happen, go with the swings, and khalas. In fact, for BTC, guys, if I have to tell you, all the BTC shorts that I have literally, playing since here, since these levels, almost like only two stops, one scalp and one swing stopped out. 52k played out till 40k. Over here played out till here. We also longed at the bottom of 33,000, and of course we took profit only a little bit, and it pumped over here. Then we shorted again at 45, 44.8, 45.5, dumped it over here. Again, we longed a bit here, book profit, shorted again, came down, shorted. Yes, this was stopped out officially, but I mentioned that yes, I am going to short it again because I do think this is the top. And we went down actually, and we are here right now. I wanted to give a shot at $42,000, this one as well. I got stopped out officially on this one, but I ride it. Even the weekend when I mentioned the BTC short scalp, it just like did 10 hours in just like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, But these are all scalps, my friend. But anyways, it's your choice. Nobody force you to follow anyone. Whatever feels good for you, you can do it. Or you should do it, I would say. SPX. See, UNFI. And this is like a nice fake out. If people would have trapped here, they would be like, if you guys like, you would have seen that this works normally like a trap. Now, let's say this is the trap. If this is literally the trap, then how it should play out is we should be holding the levels like these levels. like 4.3 to 4.26. You hold these levels like this, you hold this and up, like it's going to be like this. See, it's a very nice risk reward. You have it here, like very nice. The market is so choppy at these levels. Yesterday also I mentioned this is the levels we need to reject, and maybe if we want to really we are bullish, we need to go down to the levels of 39,200 levels, and from there we dump like a 3% move down. But this scalp was, I think, a very nice move. Why? Because it is like the risk reward was amazing, like 16-hour setup can make it like 19-hour as well. The USD dominance is at resistance. I'm betting this long actually. Let's see. I will bet again actually on this. I'll start looking for some sort of a reversal. I think something is up actually. This is not A, because if it would have been A, B, and this can't be 2. So practically this would be like A, maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go something like this. Okay. And this was your A. And we did like B here. Or we are doing the B. And then we're going to have C. A, B, and C. You can short it here if you want to counter trade me. And you think that you can play the short, go play on your own. I do think it needs to bounce, and it should bounce. The USD dominance is at the resistance. It's a golden pocket zone. I do think it's gonna dump, which means the BTC should pump from here. The New York session shall be very nice and interesting. And the harmonics that we have is another confluence that we may have this move upside to 42,400 levels. BTC LTF plan is same, I think. Same till we hold 38,300 levels. A and C looks good actually for a bounce. I mean, yeah, it's looking great actually. You look at this dump, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, and you just seeing this movie is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be like A, B, and C. So practically K and C, in my opinion, if I have to tell you, it should not go above the levels of basically this is your big supply. You have this supply, and it's not only the supply that you have from here, but you have it from here, and this is a very big supply zone. So unless KNC can flip these levels, it's bearish. It's just going to dump to take this liquidity here at 5.09 like this. So yeah, it's just gonna do something like this. My idea is it should take the liquidity at 5.4.56. KNC. But one thing is, we do flip the levels of green zone like this. We have one consecutive 4-hour candle above, and 2 or 3 consecutive H1 candles above, and I think it's a best long. It can have a small push up like this to 6.1 as well. But we are having a big supply zone, M15 supply, and you don't want to bet against that. All eyes on USD dominance. How are we holding it? I just wanted to hold 4.71%. That's, I mean, hold as a resistance, of course. No, don't. Honestly, just wait a bit, actually. And again, you guys want to shout on me. If you're going to long here, your stop loss should be 38,300. Why? Because 38,313 is the invalidation levels. If we are doing irregular expanded flat, we should not be going anything under 38,300. That's an absolutely, I would say, invalidation levels. Absolute invalidation levels. One more thing, we might look for is 3-tap setup. One more thing is a 3-tap setup, you see. But it's going to be a little tricky actually, considering this is your 3-tap. So you got a liquidation, and this is your range highs. So far, we have yet not tested the range high. So you might just be doing WXY move. So let's say this is your already a wave A. So let's say, just let me delete this for an instance. And practically, if a 3-tap setup plays out, this could be wave B here. And practically, this was just wave 1, 2, and 3, 4, quick 4, and then move up was wave 5, practically. And this is like a down was A, B, and we're going to have wave C here. So it's like it's going to be W. So practically, it's going to be W, like this, X, a retest, golden pocket, and then dump over here. Or can directly go down as well, and that's going to be 3-tap setup. Like you have a deviation at the bottom, and then you look for the deviation at the top, and like this, and then the harmonic is valid as well. The harmonic won't be impacted, and it's still going to be valid. This can also be another plan for the BTC, honestly. So the people who are going to have the stop losses at 38,300 can even hit. So practically, I think your best stop loss would be 37,700 ideally. So now if you really want to play, what you should be looking for is 2 things. Either you should be longing at the range lows at 38,100 levels, or you should be looking for longs around once we flip 39,500 levels. So these are the 2 places where you should be looking for longs. You should not be looking for further longs from here, honestly. So don't add anything. Don't go for revenge trade. 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to be interesting. Sorry, 5.5. Sorry, 5.5 for what? Kava? SPX, and you have Luna. Luna is doing WXY move. Let's check it out on the H4. Yeah, I think I'm interested in this red box, as I mentioned as well. This was the 5 waves A, B, and C. This was W, X, and A, B, and C, what we are doing right now. So I think the red box is the target, is what I would be looking for. The short, you see how it nicely played out? Anyways. Luna short also played nicely. I'm just gonna have this rectangle. The way it is like A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3, and then pump like X, A, B, and C. So practically Luna target should be somewhere around this. Yeah, we already reached the 1:1 extension. So it's like a minimum target is reached for Luna. But as we have a nice OB here, the best is to long around 82.2 to $83. So if it gives you one more down like this, like BTC, what we are saying, the 3-tap setup, then I think Luna can be a very nice opportunity. I do think so. Throw there. It's like a very nice 82.3 to 82 point or $82, I would say, with your stops under 78.3, and your take profit targets are going to be somewhere around 101 to 104, somewhere around this. So practically Luna might form a very nice harmonic kind of a structure. It's going to be somewhere around this, let's say 541, and it goes to the levels of 786 minimum, which is going to be 80.5. And ideally people will be shorting here, but what happened is Luna just go to the full-fledged retracement of 886. That would be awesome, like 114, 115. Wow, it looks amazing, huh? I'm definitely having eyes on Luna. Just going to set an alert so that I don't miss it. Alerts are set. Leverage is irrelevant, my friend. It's like risk. So basically, if I have to risk 500 bucks, I normally use like 100x leverage, because the scalp degen account is balances like 40k, and you just add on the capital that much that if the stops hit, you should not be losing more than $500. You can play the same with 10x, you can play the same with 5x, depends. But your risk is important. Let us just get along first. I'm just going to have some small build. I think we're going to go to the levels of 38,083. So you guys should also be looking for these level first, because it's these level first. I think 38,000. It's a very nice A, B, and C. I mean, 3-tap setup. Just I got it. Like, this is just an idea. I got it right now. Like, you got it like this, and if you do lose this level to 3869 because if SPX dump, then I think we are not longing anything. I will wait for a confirmation before a strong confirmation before any longs. See the ape, it came and pumped like a WX. Maybe go for one more move down would be nice, like 886. 20.9 is the levels. Link is breaking down, guys. Good will literally exit at break even. Fucking shit. KNC. If you don't, so KNC, if you don't flip these levels, guys, be ready for it to just dump under the levels of $5. Can even go to the levels of 4.5. You flip the green zone, it's gonna pump. I'm having eyes on UNFI just in case if we do reject from 4.71. So far we are holding, so I'm pretty much, you know. That's all, guys. Let's see how the BTC plays out. I just want to see it's gonna retrace there and see if we do hold these levels. I might look for another scalp on BTC somewhere around 38,120 with the stops and the 1% stop loss. That would be, and the take profit targets would be 11%. So this is how I would like to play on the BTC. And again, that would be like a 9.5 hour setup. So if I lost like $500 in the first move, I would only put like $100 on this what's say long, or maybe you can put 150, depends. And that 100, let's say if you put $100, you can make like $950. So you recover 500 and then you make 450 on the top of the 500. That's how the net gains in the day, you make like net gains, you know. And if we literally lose it, so you just lose like $100, and that $100 was worth risking to get back the $500. But it's like this is how the risk reward mentality and psychology works. Now for it to confirm on the 1 hour that we should long, I think we're just gonna take some help. You see the MA yesterday when I mentioned that it's a very strong resistance. Do we have any divergence? We still have the bullish divergence on the MACD, RSI, and OBV. So now the divergence is having a strong divergence on the H1 from here to here. Because you look at the RSI from here, yeah, so RSI, we don't have any divergence, but OBV is having a divergence, OBV higher highs. So OBV is holding, it's now testing the support on the M15. And if we do hold this support, I think it's going to be very nice. I think the bounce with the low volume would make very sense. Slowly, it's like a slow bleed, and then up. Be great, actually. This is going to be very nice setup. I'm going to definitely long it. Maybe just put like $100 and, or maybe $200 and just make like 2,000. Of course, we're going to start building long positions. So let me show you something. So let me show you something. So this is just an example. I've kept here, and this is what I was thinking. This is a small Excel that I have. I hope you guys are able to see the Excel. So basically it's like if you are able to see the Excel, over here, so there are three scenarios. First, let's assume that the BTC is going to hold the $34,000 level. So first is this scenario. Now let's say in this scenario, if I really want to build a position, so I've changed the capital to just like 10,000 bucks. You can, if you're playing with 5,000, you can just play with the 5,000, and then you can compute your stop loss cost if it goes to 34,000. Now, based on the entries I've given, DCA from 37,100 to 35,500 with your stops at 34K, this would be my positions, so that I want to bring an average price of $36,000, and that would give a stop loss of 5.7%. And if I'm targeting a profit of 74,000, it should give us minimum risk reward of 18.4 R. Now, this is the first set of an example I have. Let's say if BTC literally decides to nuke and just dump to the levels of $31,000 or $32,000, take all the liquidity downside, then what I would do is not only I would just change the positions. So practically whatever the positions I would have over here, I'm just going to, let's say, keep it. My stops will be manual for this. So basically I'm already having a risk of, let's say, 3,600 if you're having a capital of 10,000. And on top of that, what you're going to do is you're also going to have these orders at 35, 34, 100, 32, 900, 32, 500, 31, 700. And the big orders, majority of the orders would be here for DCA, so that I can bring my average price to 33,336. Okay. So practically when you see that your average price will be 33,336 and then your stop loss is 31, then your stop loss cost would increase from 3,600 to 5,000. So additional $1,400 stop loss can make us it will deteriorate our risk reward by 1, but that is still going to be worth it instead of getting stopped out. And the third plan for the BTC is that if I really have to, let's assume that I don't want to have plan A, plan B, and I just want to have one plan, then this is the best plan. It's like the risk reward is amazing, where you slowly gradually start building long positions like a percentage. Let's say if you want to risk or if you want to have a position size of, or let's say you assume that you have a capital of $1,000. Just assume for a minute you have a capital of $1,000 and you want to take a risk. So have your positions for like 3% position at 37,200, 3% at 37,000, 5.5% at 36,500, 5% at 35,600. Basically that it will tend to almost 16.5, 17% positions. Then have 10%, 10.2% 34,1, 10% at 32,9, 40% at 32,553, and 24% at 31,700. That should total to 100%. That's how you can have a proper average price of 33,100 with your stop loss 6.3%, and your stop loss cost would be very, very minimal. This is a most optimistic plan and a most I would say best plan. But the problem is we don't know that whether we going to have these orders fill from 34,100 to 31,700. I honestly don't think so it's gonna fill. But let's say just in case if it nukes and if it really wants to fill, just in case, if it really wants to fill, then I think this is the best plan. Instead of risking 5,000 to make 87,000, it's like risking 2,600 and to make like 51,000. That would be awesome. So basically this is what the small plan is actually. For now, I think let's see how things plays, and I think the BTC should be testing the levels of 38.1. I think that would be awesome. That's all, guys, what I have for now. Maybe we just have to wait actually. So if I have to update anything, then probably yes, I would do that. If we have to cancel the orders, limits, whatever, we have to, or we do have to move the orders downside, yes, I'll definitely update you guys. Okay, I'll be on top of it. Don't worry. But considering the wave counts that I have it for now, this is like 1, 2. This is a very choppy move. People might even think that this choppy move is looking very similar to what we had it here, like this kind of a move, you see. And then we had a flash dump, accumulation and dump. So even if we do have such kind of a dump or a choppy move uh, on the BTC, then I think let me one second. I'm seeing something. XABCD count 1, no parallel channel, long brush, fine. If we are seeing something like this, so let's say, let me just take it from here. If we are doing the choppy move on the BTC, going to be so dead. The only thing why I should not take this is two reasons. Two reasons I have why I should not take this, because you see here BTC on this we make highs. Over here we did not make higher highs. It's like a lower highs. So ideally I should not take it, but let's say just in case if we want to have this kind of a price action, just in case, then what should be the target for BTC? It's not even fitting actually. The only interest is here actually, 38,100. Very tight stop loss. But there are chances it will hit actually the stop loss as well. Because I'm not confident with this move on the BTC. I need some more confidence. I don't have any confidence. The only thing is this move is so choppy. I honestly have no wave count for it. What would that be? It's like this dump is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, and this is like A, B, and C, irregular expanded flat. If that is the case, then we started dumping and just dumping. So that would be very bad for BTC. Maybe I have to cancel all the orders as well from 37.1, and we can just have the orders to 35.5 or even 34,300. Yeah, the WXY. This can be A, B, and C for irregular expanded flat. It's very tricky, guys. Very tricky. This can be A, B, and C. And people might be looking for longs here. And we literally started shitting the bets. Like we just take the lows. Maybe we go here, small bounce, and then again dump. The wave 3 would literally be a big nasty wave 3, of course, because this was your big wave 1, ABC 2, so 3 should be new lows. I might just go for 33, 34, and but alert, CHR crossing 40 cents. Okay, so USD dominance decides to pump. Hold on. Selling Alice and CHR spots here for 8 to 15% gains. Let me sell both. So I've sold what? CHR and Alice. It's okay. Profits are profits. If required, I'll buy AXS, I'm still in. And even if it hits, let's see. Having eyes on Luna, guys. Just have your eyes on Luna. It looks great. But Troy, don't literally trust on this PA, because I've seen for FTM. Remember FTM when we were, you know, remember FTM when we were literally looking for, literally looking to buy for this kind of a setup, and just it break down like single slingshot. It did not hold actually. I would not trust this PA honestly. Even would be very cautious longing Luna. Very cautious. That's nice. Hope I would have been awake, or maybe then I would have sold as well, because as I mentioned, Alice is on the lower term time frame. If you see, Alice, this is the levels when this was a very nice, resistance over here. It makes sense to sell off a bit actually, but I was not awake actually, and it just happened very quickly. I was sleeping. On bats, what is bats? Spots. Spots I'm buying from 36,000 till 33,000. That is where my orders are. All important levels: 36,500, 35,600, and then important order is 34,100. You lose it, 32,800. Lose it, 31,700. That is the last order I have. And even if let's say we lose 31,700, it's like I need to see the bounce to get out of this BTC. Then maybe even after 31,700, I will still have 40% back USDT, and maybe we see if we do bounces, then I will buy higher. I will add more on the top. Okay, guys, that's it. I mean, we'll just have to wait and watch how BTC reacts at these levels. I'm also going to wait and watch. If required, we'll update if we have to take a long, because USD dominance, I mean, as Schroeder posted it, it's just looking bouncing. Don't make sense actually. I mean, this can be the whole pump is like the whole pump on the USD dominance that we had on the M15 was like this can be A, B, and C as well, and we started reversing as well. Possible. So this can be, but the problem is it's like this kind of a move when we have it. So it's like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So practically this move, what we're going to see on the USD dominant, these harmonics suggest it should have 4.3% minimum. Wow. So there I have a very alternative count as well. As I already mentioned previously, that this is A, B, C, B, and this pump is C. So practically A, B, C can be W. And right now we are doing X. So we go here to the levels of 38 and we bounce for Y. So practically that is going to be your, wave 4 ideally, and the targets depends on where the X move will bottoms. Around 38,400 can even go. I mean, I would say the best would be around 38,100 or so. And there you go. We have a targets of for our harmonic around $41,500, and that is going to be absolutely smashing. I'm bidding heavily over this long. Perfect. You don't hit 1618, still you have this entry targets. Even you want to just have it a little bit higher, best is, just have the 1414 over those levels practically, which means that 38,000. I will be bidding for the 3 tap setup. That's it. Either even if it's not WXY, even if it's for like A, B, and C, I am bidding this. I think this looks amazing, guys. A, B, and C. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just have some basic fibs. I'm going to start bidding from 38,250 till 37,946, $38,000 practically. And with my stops at 37,675, I'm definitely bidding it. This looks amazing. Yeah, 220. That's all, guys, I have. And Luna, yeah, you can have a nice long on Luna. It makes like a very nice risk reward game. It's gonna be a bit risky, of course. The best is going to be somewhere around this OB that we have it here, would be around 82 to 84. I mean, the stop loss is going to be your 618, that's like a 6.4% stop loss. And your minimum targets for Luna would be the golden pocket zone. That's like a 25% move, but then the risk reward is going to be 4R, and a max target would be the 0.886, would be somewhere around $114, $115 or so. So I think this makes a very nice swing for Luna instead of a scalp. So practically, if I have to swing, maybe like put 10K or 20K on this Luna long, would be very nice. I'm just going to see how BTC reacts to these levels and play accordingly. Definitely. I mean, shorting Luna over here is like, because you are shorting at the big support right now. It's like 85, very big levels. Yeah, I mean, it's like you can still make a nice money because Luna is still expected to go to 82.2, 82.5. But remember, when we are playing WXY, your minimum target is 1:1 extension of W. So we already reached the 1:1 extension of like $85. Now the max it can go to 1236, like 82.2. So shorting here is like a little bit risky actually, but I don't know actually. This looks amazing, guys. And now view and FI. Gosh, if somebody would have longed here, now it's getting wrecked actually. 4.26 is the last levels, but let's the BTC we are expected to move down. It won't hold actually. So UNFI will likely not be holding. It's just going to take this liquidity. But what kind of a move this would be? Or this should hold actually. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, and C. I think this should hold the 4.24 levels. Fuck. Guys, we're going to sell our AXS as well on this bounce because there is going to be some token unlock on 4th of May. So yeah. Looks like everybody's aggressively shorting. I can see on Twitter. You might find very interesting, but I will not be shorting anything under 35k, honestly. I won't give a single short. No short. Even if you go under 36k, no short at all. It's like you don't try and short it here. You try and build some long positions, but don't never uh you know. Now this will not go directly over there. It might do something like this and then pump. If we do something like this, we are literally going to give that long and maybe just do everything else. BTC LTF looks like we may see one more push towards 40 to 400. That's all I have, guys. Maybe we can just chill and let's see how the PA develops. Just don't go big or heavy. Play slowly, okay? Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.